Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Thanks for watching. Today's video is about timing chain stretch, how to check the timing chain stretch and the symptoms for them. This engine is a CCZ engine, commonly found in a VW Golf, Audi A3 1.8 or Audi A3 1.8 TFSI S lines, and the Skoda VRSs and Seats also. So what usually happens with this engine, the timing chain is stretches due to the camshaft adjuster, where it fails or it just stretches out. So how to determine if your timing chain has stretched? There's a few ways to do this, which we'll be discussing in the video. The first one will be to remove this upper timing chain cover, take it off and measure from the exhaust valve to the camshaft, and we'll be discussing that in more detail later. And the second way would be just to put it on a diagnostic, which has got live dataing for the phase position on the camshaft input, so we could see if it's stretched or not. So please stay tuned so we could go over it together. So symptoms of a stretched timing chain would be the OBD lights flashing, and you've got a code most commonly the P0011 and a few other P's that I'll later discuss in the video. Physically, you could hear the engine, it will be stalling, it'll be running rough, it'd have all those codes. Also, other symptoms are when you start the engine, you could hear the chain, or you could just physically put your ear to the timing chain cover, this upper timing chain cover, and you could hear something like vibrating or similar symptoms like that. To check it physically, you have to take off this timing chain cover at the top here, where you need to raise it on these ones here, and to take off this cover to check it over. When we start up the engine, usually sometimes the engine jumps and it feels like there's a rattle in the engine. That's one symptom of a timing chain stretch. However, it may not even be that. It could be other things determining that. A turbo, could be something else completely, or even the spool valve, the N75. So guys, if you decide to go ahead with a physical way to check your timing chain, if it's stretched or not, during the timing chain, you need to remove the upper timing chain cover, rotate it to top dead center, where the camshaft aligns up, the cams align up, and you basically need to get that measuring tool, the ruler, and see the correct distance between the marks should be between 124 and 126 mil. If it's gone past that 126 mil, you know your timing chain is stretched. You need to replace the timing chain. The other way to do it is also the distance specification intake camshaft mark on the cam cover is 61 mil to 64 mil. So that's the correct. If it's within that 61 and 64, you're okay. If timing sprocket tooth indicates that the chain jump timing may have caused valve piston interference, additional testing for internal engine damage is required. Okay, so this is the physical way to check your timing chain. So if you feel your timing chain's like got some sort of issues, most of the time the codes that usually come up are the P0011, P0011, where the cam position timing over advanced or system performance. So potential symptoms most likely will result of the following: hard starting, poor idle, stalling, potentially other systems. So the causes is incorrect camshaft timing, wiring problem, continuous oil flow. This is just one of the codes that might come up. Another one is P0341, faulty camshaft position sensor. But that could be due to a bad battery or system circuit open somewhere, faulty starter motor, and there's other codes that might come up like the P000A, P052A. If you've got this far and you've taken off your timing cover, upper timing chain cover, and you've done the measurements, everything, and everything seems okay, whilst you're at it, you also best to check the spool valve, the camshaft adjuster valve. That's the cause that causes catastrophic engine failure. What tends to happen, the spool comes outwards and there's nothing going back into the timing, and it makes everything jump and causes pistons to get damaged and all sorts. So it's best to check that. But if you were to, if your timing's jumped or is this out of place, if you're going to swap that, Audi VW, most people recommend you swap that spool valve, the cam bridge. Also, you need to be checking the camshaft bridge. So with a camshaft bridge, they have an oil screen problem where the screen has, what you call it, gone through or is broken through and it's gone into the oil or somewhere. So what you have to do is remove that bracket, check non-return, check valve in bearing bracket, and remove camshaft sprockets and use a pressure bar of 0.5 bar pressure and make sure pressure does not drop or leak away within 1 minute. So if it leaks away within a minute, you know you've got an issue. If it doesn't, you're fine. So that's the physical way to check your timing chain. Now I'm going to show you the way to check it on the OBD11. You could also do it on the VCDS. With the VCDS, it's one way, but the easiest way is with the OBD11. So guys, once you've connected your OBD11 and you've waited for about 10 minutes, you would go into the engine control module. You would go into live data, just clear all the faults if there is any, and you want to look for the camshaft. So when you get to the camshaft, it'll give you a few options. You're looking for the camshaft adjustment adaptation, so you click into that, and what we're looking for in particular is the face position bank 1 intake, and after 10 minutes it's telling me it's minus 3.81. so that's the position. So if it's gone past 5, that would mean you definitely need to swap it. However, this one's within the limit, within 5, so it may need a change somewhere down the line. But this is the easy way to check if your timing chain has stretched. So if that was plus 5 or 3.81, you're okay. So if it goes past 5, even 4, just to be on the safe side, you want to get it swapped. So the trick is face position bank 1 intake. So that's the way you could check it without taking off the upper timing chain cover. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe so I could bring you some more videos on how to help you save some money, and a few more tips for the VW Audi engines, the EA888 Generation 2 engine. Thank you very much. Bye.